literacy is at the heart of everything that we do here, and we take a very differentiated approach to meet the needs of students at St. Stan's. So in a more traditional classroom, you'll see that kids are all reading the same story, and here at St. Stan's, we really believe that kids are reading at different levels, and we want to challenge them at those levels.
Good. And this one, do you have this book with you?
When Miss Hill came to our school, she implemented the Lucy Calkins reading and writing program. So what we do when we have reading workshop is we start off on the rug and we have our mini lesson. And today's mini lesson was focused on celebrating our reading lives. So we talked about how good readers celebrate the reading that they've done, the books that they've read. Right now we are at the end of our second unit in reading, which is awesome. So congratulations to all of you.
We've been talking a lot about characters. We've had a whole unit on characters. And today I want to teach you that we can learn lessons about the way we live our lives by reading books. So I'll tell them what the strategy is, tell them why it's important to learn it, and then I'll model how that strategy looks in reading. So I might read something, I might refer to our read aloud book. What lesson do you think you can learn from this story?
So having this picture though really gives you an instance of what nonfiction is like, because they have to give you those kind of charts and pictures and subheadings to help you read with power.
And today, our teaching point was all great nonfiction readers read with power. So just taking the knowledge that there are certain aspects to nonfiction that are not the same as fiction.
So look through your nonfiction. I want you to actually read with power.
So we're going to celebrate our reading by creating a bookmark that we can keep from now till the end of the year. While we were on the floor meeting for our mini lesson, I used the example of James and the Giant Peach, which we are reading. I want to find a way to write what I learned from this book. I have them turn towards each other and talk about what they can add on to their reading bookmarks and the books that they've read, and they're able to help me add on to the bookmark some dialogue, some images, or a lesson learned.
Okay, let's turn our attention back here. I heard a lot of great authors' messages. I heard one person say that anybody can play games, right? Doesn't matter if you're old or young or even an animal. So maybe we should be more respectful towards animals, since they're more in common with us than we think.
Then they go back to their seats, which was the active involvement portion. And they worked independently on their bookmarks.
We had the note card and we'll write my reading life and then the title and then dialogue, a symbol, or a sentence in the story that you like.
We spend most of reading time reading independent books where they can practice not only that strategy but all the strategies that I've taught them.
So what they're trying to do is they're trying to teach. We have people who are in a broad spectrum of reading levels, but the idea is that they're always moving up. They're always working toward a new level, and that's what I love about the system actually, because we're able to sit down with them, figure out what works best for them, and then help them along the way as they continue on to high school.
All right, so with your reading buddy today, I want you to discuss the new learning that you just went over. So what in nonfiction did you just go over that was interesting to you? What maybe did you not know? What book did you just pick up that captured your attention?
The cameras were found in France 2 years earlier.
They meet with their partners at the end and they share out what they've wrote on their bookmarks.
I like what you wrote, the book one. It only takes one.
Good job, Ivan.
We also will then share with each other as a class what each partner had said.
It will only take one person to do a big difference.
Good, and that's what Andrea was saying too. It only takes one person to make a difference, right? And you could be that one person. So the mini lesson teaches the skill to the students, the skill they want to work on as a reader. The independent reading helps them practice the skill that they learned in the mini lesson. And the share out is a way for them to give me feedback on what they've learned from that lesson.
If we want to build kids' self-esteem, we have to be able to meet them where they're at, and the workshop approach does exactly that. They're working in small groups, teachers are conferring with them and coaching them, so every student is challenged at a level that they feel comfortable with, but still promoting lots of higher order thinking. It's not just about how many words can you read, how quickly can you identify those words on the page. It's a lot about synthesizing, analyzing, critiquing everything that we're reading, and then hopefully carrying that over into their writing.